Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Formula One 2019, The Career, with me, Conodger. I've been doing these F1 careers since F1 2017, but I've been playing these F1 games since F1 2012. And I'm really excited to start our F1 2019 career here today in this brand new video game that actually looks pretty brand new, at least from this screen. A refreshed UI. And still the inability to use a mouse within their game, which is... ooh. But let's not get too hung up on that. Let us start a new career.
In F1 2019, you'll be invited to start your career by selecting a Formula 2 team. Driving for this team, you'll experience some key moments of a Formula 2 season, a thrill-packed racing championship in its own right, and the springboard to Formula 1. At the end of this feeder series, your choice of driver academy and your performance in F2 will determine the terms of the contracts offered by the teams as you embark upon your career in Formula 1 and begin to write your own chapter of motorsport history.
Alright, very nice. It looks like they have brought back the working your way up the ladder aspect of the game. It sounds like there's going to be a driver academy at the end of F2. That's one of the things that I called for in our F1 2018 series, is I wish you kind of had some kind of guidance to start your career with, some kind of just goals to have. These are all F2 teams. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know anything about Formula 2. I don't know any of these teams. I recognize some of them, but I don't really know anything about them. So I'm just gonna pick one. Oh, okay, I see. Can I go back and look at that? This driver academy. Oh, I see. I can choose different ones. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. So you can kind of choose which team's ladder you want to be part of. So this is the Mercedes side. So you got the Mercedes factory team, Williams for Racing Point. Ferrari has Ferrari, Haas, and Alfa. The Red Bull driver has, of course, Red Bull and Toro Rosso. Renault has, well, Renault. McLaren has McLaren. I'm surprised these two aren't combined, but I guess that makes sense. Or you could do none. I think I am going to put my allegiance into the Red Bull teams this time along, because, oh well, honestly, I just haven't done a lot of Red Bull racing in my time in these Codemasters F1 games. Alright, well, I guess that's that. Let's start our career. Alright, so as for settings this time around, I am doing some different things here, and it's gonna take a little bit of time to really sort it out and figure out what we're doing. There is an option to enable Pro Career. I don't entirely know what that means, but I do know I am going to be running settings that are more difficult and more realistic this time around. I always do full qualifying, as I like qualifying. I'm going to do 50% races. I don't really like those formation laps. I wish still there was something to lead you in to let you know what your AI driver level should be. In F1 2018, towards the end of our career, I was using 95, which is Legend. I think I'm probably going to start out a little bit lower than that, because this time around I am using basically full pro driver's assists, I would say. I'm still going to have the pit road driving assists on because I don't really like the mechanics of the way the game handles pit road. I assume it hasn't changed since the last one. So yeah, I'm going to keep those on, but other than that, 0 driving assists, and that is a little bit different. So let's start with 90. Let's start with Master. Flashbacks off. I don't like the flashbacks. Park for May on. Vehicle damage full. Safety car on. Regular cutter cornering stringency. Race starts manual. Press interview time limit. What? Sure, regular. That's an option. And here are, as I said, here are the assists, which is basically nothing. This one's been under fire lately. Apparently the ERS manual is unrealistic to how the cars really work. And yeah, some real drivers have been taking fire at this game at the fact that this is very much so not accurate. But you pretty much have to use manual to be competitive. All right, I think that's all the jibba jabba out of the way. Let's start our career and start our season in Formula 2. Boom, dramatic music.
Driver really commanding the race here.
What, are we getting a backstory? Is that what's happening right now?
Devon Butler still ruthlessly giving chase. These two have been really scrapping it out for the early wins in the championship.
Oh, is this how they handled it? Because it's not a full F2 season, I think. Just like a few races.
Butler sees his chance. Some kind of mechanical failure. Picking up speed again. It's unclear what the issue was. Can they still finish this race?
I don't know. Can he?
Looks like an issue with the turbo.
Hey,
You've
it's
lost
Jeff.
some speed at the top end, but you're very close to the finish. You can still compete and get some points here. Don't give up. Just do the best you can.
They're
We're
not-
behind you.
Not gonna put me in control of this in the middle of this race, are they? They most certainly are. That's terrible. Hi, I see you've never driven in this game before. Just drive this car in the last few laps of the race. Oh man, gotta put a lot more wheel into it than
Teammate is
that.
approaching and wants to get past. Repeat, Lucas wants to pass you.
Bit late. He's already done it.
That's great. Lucas can push on now.
Apparently that's Lucas.
Lucas wants me to pass on his thanks. I know it's frustrating, but you made the right call for the team. Now we're all with you. Just bring it home as best you can.
You're welcome, Lucas. I didn't really have any control in that. No, seriously, this is... How do you just put somebody into a car in the middle of a race when they've never driven a car in the game yet? This is wild. I mean, luckily I know this track very well. I certainly don't know the cars very well. Hey, it's a little bit more manageable than an F1 car, that's for sure. It doesn't have the insane speed gain between turns, though apparently we're down on power. I gotta get used to these controls. All my force feedback is different from the last game as well. I love all these pops and backfires and stuff the car is making. I don't know if that's representative of like the engine damage or what. I can certainly tell that things are a lot different than it was driving in the last game. I never used a lot of driving assist. I never did any of the brake stuff or any steering or driver lines, anything like that. Ooh, that's a bit wide. But I always used the medium setting on traction control. So we don't have that this time around. Imagine somebody's gonna go flying by me here. We still got 2 more laps. And they wanted us to, what, stay in the points? That doesn't seem plausible. Oh yeah, you could feel it. I guess I could feel it. It like laid down at the end of the straightaway. Hopefully I can use this car in front of me. Kind of feel my way along. Boy, this is seriously trial by fire. Maybe this is like how the game is judging your pace. And they're gonna use this to set your AI level or something. I don't know. It's certainly very different. We've never had any story to the career in the time that I've been playing. Ooh, that was a bit too much speed. Hey, these cars have a lot less downforce, that's for sure. Just doesn't feel nearly as planted. Ability to spin the tires is strong, though. Quite a different sound. Like I said, I don't know much about F2. I don't know what their technical specs are like. One more lap. We've been losing a position a lap, and they only
This
want
is
us
your
to
final
keep
lap,
points.
Final lap of the race.
Looks like we have fuel to use if I can... No, I can't change that. Hold them tight. That's what you do here. Well, they haven't given me a lot of time to reflect just yet, but game looks pretty darn sharp. I'm not on my new computer yet. Still on this old cobbled together machine, but I don't want to speak too soon. It's running pretty good, and it looks pretty good. Always overdrive that turn. Okay. Looks like we're gonna hold them here. Doesn't seem like they're pushing terribly hard to pass me. I've got quite a train behind me. Yeah, this feels more like a challenge, like a scenario, than it does a career thing. Maybe they're just intertwining some of that in here. I hope they're happy. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't bin the car, having not driven this car before. Achievements!
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
You're welcome, I guess? Wait. Huh. I was just not ready for that at all.
So Russian Time have won it, and what a great race it was.
That was
Davide,
it,
what
huh?
do you think made the difference here?
Oh, not
I
these.
think what won them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed. They were calm and steady when they needed to be, but they were ruthless and aggressive when it was demanded of them. There wasn't anything out there that they weren't prepared to handle. Let's see if they can keep it up this season.
I don't know what he
Another
just
race
said.
and another victory for Russian Time, as we see the drivers make their way out to the podium for the final ceremony. Superb racing out there today, and a well-deserved win.
Well, that trophy looks better than most of the F1 trophies these days. Okay, alright, well, that was awkward.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Devon Butler, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Oh.
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Alessio Lorandi. Very clean, very smooth. He can be really pleased with that one.
And here's how things are shaping up in the teams championship. Russian
Oh,
Time
this is
moves
so
to
weird.
the top of the table. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Oh, it's the same voice lines, but just with new people reading them. That's really awkward. So it seems as though we've been thrusted into a championship already in progress, and we are the second place team. Second and third, I'm behind my teammate. Although that race, we just lost points to him, so I guess that makes sense. Huh. Okay. Alright. I guess we move on from here. Do we get to go to a real race now? What happens now? I'm not sure. Meet the press. F1 drivers receive a lot of media attention, and how you deal with the press can have an impact on several aspects of your career. Interviews can occur in any race session of the race weekend, according to what happened and how you performed. How you answer your interview questions affect your reputation, both you and your own team, blah blah blah, or indeed blah blah blah. Consider your answers carefully, but don't take too long. You only have a limited time to respond to each one. Okay. Oh, hi.
There you are.
I remember you.
That was an exciting race. It definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview.
Ah.
Okay, we're all set over here. Just a minute. Remember, anything you say to the press can go very, very public. So be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay?
Someone want to tell Sebastian Vettel
I
that?
think we're ready.
Great. So
Hi.
Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these. Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right,
What?
stand
What?
here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect.
I don't
Ready?
have a body.
An exciting race today. Let's get your perspective. So you and Lucas are new to the team. How are you settling in?
I'm settling in well. I'm sure I'll find my rhythm. I don't need to settle in. I'm a professional. The team are doing a fantastic job, and it helps. Lucas is an exceptional driver. That seems to be the sportsmanship. Yeah, I want to be a sportsman.
Okay, so how did you feel about being ordered to give up the position to Lucas?
It was the right decision. We're a team, and the only order is to benefit the team. It is what it is. The team thought Lucas was faster, so they made the call. Sure. Okay, yeah, I'm a sportsman.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Ah. Okay. Why can't I speak? I just want to be able to speak. Okay, alright, so that seems somewhat unchanged from the last game. They've just changed the audio a bit.
Look, I know that wasn't easy letting me pass, but it was the right choice. It was good driving.
Yeah, that's how I describe it, mate. Just good, not great. 1 in 6. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points. Shame, really. A lot of great drivers never get their chance because they do it all for the team.
Where's the button to punch this guy?
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards. You ever won a race in F1? That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you won?
You watch this space. At the end of this championship, I'll be the one lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
Are these real people?
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover. You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you?
Your teeth don't have any
Start
gaps
looking out for
between them.
yourself. No one else will.
Okay. Well, this is all very strange. Alright, the 6th event was a low point for okay, was I supposed to be able to read that? why are you giving me things to read and then give me no time? Oh, man. Oh, here we go again. Boy, this is very rapid fire, isn't it? I like the glowy brakes. Are F2 cars not hybrids? Seems like they aren't. Oh, this is Austria. Well, that's convenient, considering. Wonder if they did that on purpose.
Devon Butler locked in wheel-to-wheel racing with his championship rival, desperate to shut them down and stop them getting past.
Oh,
And there's contact. Butler simply left them nowhere to go. There was
John
just
took his
no
wing
way
off.
for them to have avoided
Or
that.
my wing off?
And look,
My wing off.
There's significant damage. Not sure if that was down to recklessness or sheer aggression, but I'm sure the stewards are going to have something to say very shortly.
5-second penalty. Okay, so we're taking over on a revenge race here.
Don't give up. You're still in this race.
Okay. So let's see what the car is like with power. Again, no practice. This is still very awkward. We're P11. I'm assuming they want us to score points. This is again another track that
Okay, the stewards have awarded Devon a penalty. Push on. You can still catch him. You can still beat him.
Oh, they want us to beat him. I see, I see. Ooh, that lighting looks really good. Like as you dive down into the cloud cover, that looked really nice. And then out of it here.
Devon is coming in for a stop.
I wonder if that is the case, like iRacing, where the clouds are moving around. Alright, getting a feel for it. These cars don't feel too bad. I would love to be able to, like, change setup stuff on them.
Currently in 6th place, P6.
Well, he's got to be pitting, so he should be coming out right around us, unless I've been really slow. Oh, that's a bit wide. See, I don't know anything about this race. I don't know what the pit sequence is. I see we're on a different tire than the cars around us. I'm thinking I'm supposed to be catching this car ahead of me at least.
Devon sat in P8.
P8. Alright, that's where he came out. That doesn't seem like a doable thing. Also seems like a bad penalty if the stewards thought he knocked our wing off and he served his penalty but stayed that far ahead of us. This is very tough. To just hop you into a race mid-progress. I see we have extra fuel, but...
Devon is 3 places ahead of you right now.
Alright, easy now. I don't see any way to change fuel just yet. Like it says fuel remaining, but there's no adjustment. Maybe that's not a thing for these cars. Certainly not making up any time here. And there's not a whole lot of race left. Maybe the cars in front of us are on older tires or something?
Devon sat in P8.
Okay. I get it. I don't know what you want me to do. I'm learning how to drive here. Oh, I see there's shade over here because of the tree line. Still looks really good though. It's one of the things I was most impressed by with iRacing recently is the dynamic cloud cover. Boy, that's a lot of understeer there. Oh, I see. We'd be on different tires because we pit again for the new wing. That's why we're on softer compound. Although it says super soft. I wonder if Formula 2 didn't do the change. They're running 18s. I was running an 18.6. I'm not that far off, but I don't know what exactly they would want me to do. Can I change brake bias? Is that a thing I can do? I can, okay. Let's bring that down. Maybe that will help.
Devon is 3 places ahead of you right now.
That has not changed. I don't know if I still need that information. I gotta be honest, it seems a little ridiculous to want us to try and beat him with that much of a gap. Bring that down some more. Starting to learn the car and track.
Devon sat in P8.
He's relentless. Our teammate's the fastest car on track. I'm still not exactly setting the world on fire here. It's okay, but I'm not faster yet. I mean, obviously we're not going to do that challenge because there just simply isn't enough time. I'm curious if they really were even
P7 at the moment.
wanting you to get there. Maybe the narrative is just written that your race has been ruined by this guy. I mean, it feels like I'm kind of running at the potential of the car right now.
This is your final lap of the race.
All right.
You're 4 places down on Devon.
Oh, he's gained positions. I don't know how to get more out of it. I think it would have been a little bit more of an exciting challenge if they had put me close to the guy instead of out in no man's land. No DRS or nothing. Alright. Or maybe they're just saying, hey, I think you might have your,
Devon's P7 at the moment.
you might have your AI set a little bit too high there, buddy. Lando Norris. Wait, what year? Oh, this is 2018. Interesting. Hey, I finally got a good run out of there. That's gonna be wide. Yeah, finally came to life there in the last sector. No points for us.
Bad luck. It just wasn't our day today.
Yeah, you think? I mean, it wasn't my day for most of the race. I just got put into this position.
So another fantastic victory for Carlin today.
Who's Carlin?
So, Davide, what did you make of that?
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think. Absolutely congratulations are in order here. That was a spectacular race and a fantastic drive from our winner. I think, though, that after the race, there's going to be a lot of eyes on Devon Button regarding that collision. He's been very lucky today, in more than one way. Lucky to have walked away, lucky to have only received a penalty. It's a shame his rivals wasn't equally lucky today.
And there you have it, today's winners. Having raised some of the biggest names in F1 to date, Carlin have once again shown their expertise when it comes to recruiting new talent. No doubt today's winners have a bright future ahead of them. They certainly deserve it after today's performance.
Well, we kind of know his history, or
here's how things look
his
in the
future.
driver's table.
Oh,
It's a good result.
our
for
team did
Devon
very
Butler,
poorly.
Who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And so, driver of the day then, Davide Valsecchi, who do you think you'd go for?
Probably Lando Norris. You know, strong pace, good work with the strategy, just a very complete drive, I think.
And now a look at the team standings. We saw a dip in form from the championship leaders today. Their lead has taken a significant blow. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Okay, so this is a few races later. We're leading in points as a team. I'm up to second behind this Butler fella. And yeah, that's certainly very interesting. Now these races are two-parters. So how do I look at those? Or is this a one race deal? No, this is only race 1. We still haven't done race 2. Are we gonna go to race 2? I guess we'll find out. I don't know how long this has taken.
Bad luck today.
Oh.
That must be incredibly disappointing.
Thanks for making me more
Seems to me
sad.
that collision with Devon clearly cost you a lot of time. Are you disappointed with the final result?
It's outrageous. Do I want to go for this or do I want to go for this? Let's do that one. Oh, that was a downer. I should have gone for the right one.
Did you ever think you'd get the place back from Devon?
I'd hoped to be able to catch him, but the gap turned out to be just large. It was a huge gap. Just have to race and see what happens. No, I don't want to say I just gave up. That's not great. That's a non-response too.
I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently. What do you think of your championship chances?
Well, we didn't pick up any here today. Been carrying a lot of momentum. It's a brilliant feeling. Our results are a reflection of the incredible work of the entire team. Yeah, there we go. I finally got a response.
Appreciate your time.
What kind of car is that in the background? It looks like just like a generic, non-branded car.
Hey, Devon. Devon, stop.
Not now, I'm busy.
Hey, what are you doing up there? Seriously.
I'm gonna celebrate my excellent drive.
We saw what you did. It was reckless. You should have been black flagged.
And I wasn't because it was my line. You were in my space. You shouldn't have been. Next time, stay out of my way.
No, someone could have been hurt.
And that didn't happen, so what's your problem?
My problem is that your actions out there are too dangerous.
Are they trying to do the whole like
Listen,
Lauda and Hunt thing here?
contact happens, okay? Took my penalty, but I kept it focused, kept it smooth, and came out on top. That's racing. Every time I make a tough move, do you want to play race director? Then quit driving and take the job. Until then, I don't owe you anything.
Devin, you don't get it. It's not me you should be apologizing to.
Look, you grab your space on the track, and then it's all or nothing. That's just how it goes. And anyway, you still couldn't beat me, even with my penalty. So no hard feelings, okay? Not from my end anyway. Chin up.
Can we punch him now? The other guy seems very upset. Dr. Butler, time for the pin, but with virtue. I can't read that fast enough. I don't even have this game on an SSD.
So here we are in Abu Dhabi. Each and every event in the Formula 2
This is like the last race of the year, right?
Here to this, the final event of the championship, and one that promises to be a spectacle every bit as exciting as we might have hoped.
Okay, okay.
So the Yas Island circuit offers 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles.
Oh, we're getting a full
There are
race?
opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, turns 8 and 11.
Seems that way. Let's see. I'm gonna try to judge what to do with this video.
Okay, this is it. Last race of the season. All you have to do is finish in the points ahead of Devon, and the next time we see each other, you'll be the F2 World Champion. No pressure then. Good luck.
No pressure then. No practice, no qualifying, nothing. Just, hey, here's the last race of the year. You know, you've never done a start in this game. Never done a start without traction control. Have at it. Okay, well, I don't know how much video there is at this point, but I guess that's our F1 2019 introduction. Thank you all for joining. I'll see you next time, where apparently we're gonna end our first season in F1 2019. Strangely.